Hi there, my name's Shane Sterling. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. So I'm in the car right now and I'm heading to the Real Estate Wealth Expo here in the Bay Area for 2 days of real estate masterminding and speakers, and Tony Robbins is speaking. And so I'm in the car and I'm not driving. Here's my hands because I'm with my wife.
Hi.
Sasha. So we're going down together. And we got one night away from the kids and 2 days doing this real estate expo and mastermind. So we were just talking about what our intentions are for going down to do this, to learn about real estate for wealth management and investing. And yeah, do you want to restate what your intention was, honey?
Okay, so my intention for Shane and I for this 2-day event is to have fun, first off, as a couple, and to open up to new possibility for our wealth, for our family. And specifically, Shane and I have had a dream for, how many years has it been now? To buy our own piece of land, and we already named it Golden Pastures. And so definitely that's part of the intention, is to, continue with that dream, but also rental real estate. So,
Yeah,
and how to get in on that game. Anything you want to say there? You've been wanting to do rental real estate since I met you.
Yeah, my intention is to open up to new possibility for our future, using real estate as a way to grow and manage our wealth. And it feels inevitable for my destiny. For me, it's always felt like I should own rental real estate and I should be like a landlord. But I've just never gotten there financially. But me and Sasha are working on it. And
I don't know if you watching knows this, but Shane is an amazing picker. That's what you were doing when I met you. You have an eye for deals, and that was your first business, our first couple businesses. So this next 10 years, we've been together 11 years now. This next 10, 11 years is definitely going to be applying Shane's mad skills on picking to look for deals in real estate.
yeah, for those of you who don't know what a picker is someone who knows how to flip stuff, like flip a deal, like find a used car and flip it for more money than you paid for it, or find something, like I used to pick thrift stores, and I ran a business for like 10 years picking thrift stores.
Sorry to interrupt you, honey, but that makes so much sense, even how you applied that ability to find the answer, your health solution, because you were voraciously researching and trying out so many different health philosophies, and then you found raw food and you knew it was the solution because of that same skill you have. I just realized that, like, right now.
Nice. Yeah. I'm a voracious hunter of the deal, of the best information.
Yeah.
A hunter of like the most bang for the buck. Like, if I'm going to put in effort, what's going to get me the most out of it? So I pride myself on being good at that particular skill, like knowing how to disseminate information and discern which is the best choice. When we are faced with hundreds of choices, what's the best choice?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like flipping stuff out of thrift stores for profit. Is you can pick anything out of there, thousands and thousands of items, but what's the one item in there that's going to give you the most profit?
Yeah.
That's where my skill set comes in. And yes, I've applied that to health and raw food because it's the most bang for the buck. If you're going to make effort preparing food, or you're going to make any effort like with your health, like dieting or counting calories or losing weight or trying to get healthy or working out at the gym. At the gym, I see the treadmills are just filled, the ellipticals and the Stairmasters and the treadmills are filled with people who are overweight. And it's just amazing because they're not ever going to lose that weight on the treadmill. It comes down to like a discipline in the mind and a choice to lose that weight. You don't need to be on a treadmill to lose weight. So I know that because I go to the gym. I've been going to the gym a lot, and I just see that because it's not something that it's the wrong effort. People are putting in the wrong effort. They're working so hard on the treadmill, and yet they're never going to get the results that they want. And that boggles my mind, and I'm not that kind of person. I'll put in a little bit of effort and get the result 10 times over.
Even a good friend of ours was doing that. She was following another health coach's advice and eating oatmeal before the gym and wasn't losing any weight. She was doing like 2 hours a day at the gym, and then she shifted to plant-based, not fully raw, and did greens and smoothies and fruits in the morning and lost her weight and did less time in the gym, and intermittent fasting, which I know you're big on too.
Yeah, so that's how it works. Just because you're putting in effort doesn't mean you get results. So
isn't that frustrating though?
Yeah.
And I'm a business coach, so I help women with that. And I talked to 3 women in Breakdown just yesterday around working so hard and being so up against the wall and so confused because we can't see what we don't see, what we don't know what we don't know. And it's really hard to see our own blind spots, which is why it's so important, if you're committed to transformation in any area of your life, find a coach. Like, reach out to Shane. He's so generous. He's been popping on the phone with anyone who reaches out to him. And I know for my clients, it's the same thing. Like, because no one cares, and I'm not talking very eloquently because I'm driving here, but no one cares how much work we put in or how much effort. People only care about results. And it is a really hard pill to swallow. But after 10 plus years in business, that is very, very true. And what's your experience with that in health, Shane?
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much effort you put on the treadmill. It's losing the weight that matters or feeling healthy that matters. So you gotta choose wisely. And so yeah, that's why we're doing real estate. This Real Estate Expo is because we're gonna get the more inspirations. Yeah, here's our pass. This is our pass. This is basically our ticket that we paid for. Real Estate Wealth Expo. So anyway, we're excited. We just hit the freeway. I don't know if I can show you this out the window.
Sonoma County.
This might be in
Not
the
the
sun.
best view.
It might be glared out from the sun. It's like early in the morning and we're driving down. So, but yeah, we just hit the freeway and we got like 2 hours to drive. So, and my wife is graciously driving on the way down. So anyway, we'll check in later. Here we go over the Golden Gate Bridge. Wow, look at this. In the clouds, it's kind of picturesque. It's classic San Francisco right there, you know, the bridge in the fog. Sasha walked across this bridge back in May for our anniversary. We walked across the bridge. It's like 2.25 miles or something to cross the bridge, and we crossed it on foot. It was windy and loud from all the traffic. It was pretty intense, but it was the first time I'd ever done that, so that was cool. Okay, so we stopped at Whole Foods. Whole Foods behind us right there.
You see it?
We stopped at Whole Foods to get some snacks for the day. So we're gonna show you what we got.
We're gonna be at the San Mateo Event Center, and there's probably gonna be like carnival food.
Carnival food.
Churros and sandwiches and who knows what. So I have a new favorite line that I've just been loving. Urban Remedy. Local, organic, lots of fresh veggies in there. So I've got that for my dinner. And a nice vegan salad, vegan Caesar for lunch. And of course, here's Shane, bag of grapes.
I brought tons of other stuff too.
But also they have this really great option here. It's because I love my chocolate. I don't know about anyone here, but there's a nice vegan chocolate, dairy-free, gluten-free, non-GMO little snack for later in the day. What else, hon?
Yeah, you wanna know what I got? What I brought? Look, check this out. Well, I brought, I don't know if I can show this. Wait. Sunflower seeds, 3 bunches of bananas, a pack of dates. I brought a whole pineapple. I brought about 12 apples and 2 cantaloupes because it's an overnight. So that's all my food for the hotel room, dinner, tomorrow, lunch, breakfast, all that. So yeah, I stocked up, plus grapes to throw in my backpack. Plus I brought a cutting board. Let me see if I can show you this. A cutting board and knife, fork, spoon, plastic forks, stocked on everything you need to be raw vegan while going out. Here we are at the Real Estate Wealth Expo. We're about to go in.
Here we go. Someone's talking already.
No, but think about this. If somebody goes on Shark Tank, right? Picture this. Somebody goes on Shark Tank. Say, David, said, I'll give you $200,000 for 50% of your business. Can you imagine what would happen if the person that got that offer did this? Damon, you know, I like the offer. It sounds great and everything, but I want to go talk to my brother.
So there's a whole schedule of speakers. Tony Robbins is speaking, but we have to get a schedule first.
Yeah, you got to be able to make decisions. You got to recognize an opportunity and take, like Tony Robbins says, massive action. You guys agree with that? Say yes. That's it. You guys are doing awesome. Okay? Cost versus benefits. Setting short-term goals. Your why must be bigger than your excuses. So that's it, because we all like to do it. Like Brian says about the clicker, can I show you why I need and want to make a lot of money? Can I show you that? Please say yes. See, here's where some of you aren't getting. Success.
Look at this.
Isn't just about the money. You guys with me? It's about who you are and what you do and how you give back. For me, I got a large family. I got a wife and 8 kids, 7 girls, 1 boy.
Hey babe, we didn't miss Tony Robbins. He's at 2:30.
Oh, good.
We're gonna
Tony
bring
Robbins
you.
is at 2:30.
Let's film part of it for them, huh?
Yeah.
Should we film
Give me
it?
some freaking credit for this.
I'm outside sitting on the grass right now in the sun, and I just saw Adam Carolla speak. It was pretty inspiring. He was actually just there to talk about his life story a little bit. I guess share his experience from going from rock bottom to being a successful comedian and being like the #1 downloaded podcaster in the world. I don't know if you know who Adam Carolla is, but I used to listen to him back in the 90s when I lived in LA. But he went from like swinging a hammer to, really just climbing a small ladder from like really going for it. Like he used to do carpentry, swinging a hammer, and then he wanted to be a boxing coach. So he did everything he could. He showed up at the place and offered his carpentry skills to get the boxing gig, and then he heard on the radio that they needed a boxing coach to coach Jimmy Kimmel at the time, who was like an unknown, but he was doing his radio show in LA. And then so he became the boxing coach for Jimmy Kimmel. They became friends, and then they got on cable TV together back in the 90s and did a show. And he became famous, and now he's getting paid to speak motivationally for people. So it just goes to show you can just create whatever you need by just going for it, not holding back. And health is the same way. Like we have to bridge that, build little ladders to the next level of our health and the next level of all the areas of our success in our life. And it just takes dedication and focus and knowing that you deserve better than just a mediocre life, knowing that you deserve better than being broke and being paycheck to paycheck. But how do you do that? The only way to do that is to be motivated and to have a vision and to not give up. Same goes with your health. Have a vision and not give up. So I just wanted to share that story, what Adam Carolla talked about. I thought it was cool. Tony Robbins is coming on.
We're having a good time so far.
So here we are in the car. We just finished the first day of the Real Estate Wealth Expo, and we saw Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins for 4 hours. I thought he was gonna do like a small talk, but you saw it, all the jumping and craziness. That was all Tony Robbins. It was way more than I expected. 4.5 hours of Tony Robbins. So, what do you think?
It was good. I mean, I'm cried out.
Emotional, affecting,
yeah, and
deep work, deep emotional, personal development work. So we're going to the Real Estate Wealth Expo, and it's like huge, deep diving, deep digging into the emotional, personal development.
Definitely. My takeaway from it was that if the mind can conceive of it, we can achieve it. And just all the things that we put on ourselves that keep us from believing we can actually have what we want. And then we were just talking at dinner around that, that often it's not a strategy. We need a good strategy, but then it's us. And so it was a really nice gift. 4.5 hours of personal development, so that with a room of 8,000 driven entrepreneurs, it was amazing.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yep, so just wanted to say that was a good night. Yep. Here we are, day 2 of the Real Estate Wealth Expo, and we're about to see Pitbull perform and speak, believe it or not, because I guess he's a big real estate mogul and has some things to talk about, and he's like the big celebrity guest for today. So
here we go.
We're about to go into the main convention center building. Let's go in.
Okay, I'll open the door for you.
So here we go.
These 5 tax lien certificates here, they are in Connecticut and they are in Florida.
We have like a
the dollar amount
bunch of
right
speakers
here,
today, so this is,
here's
I don't know
the
who this
dollar,
is yet.
the
We have to
dollar
orient
line.
still.
You gotta take some notes in here. All these houses were on free and clear.
Oh, this is the tax lien guy. How you can make $10,000 a deal on tax lien homes.
Tax liens, yeah.
Next we're watching a talk on apartment buildings, how to get into rental real estate with apartment buildings.
Yeah, how to flip tax liens. Houses that people lose because they can't pay their taxes, and then you buy them for cheap at auctions and flip them for profit. We haven't done that yet, but we know about it.
Yeah, we might.
We're on some lists. We're on some tax lien property lists.
Okay, that's why we as investors.
Let's find a seat.
We're gonna go find a seat. Driving home, and we finished our 2 days at the Real Estate Wealth Expo. It was pretty inspiring, actually. We had a great time with Tony Robbins. We had a great time with Pitbull, and all the other speakers were really amazing and motivational too. I thought it was going to be about real estate, and it was really about personal development and busting through your limitations and not buying your own mind, talking you out of stuff. And it was really great because, really we all have the same opportunities, and we're all coming from, not one single speaker, not one single person had a silver spoon story. Everyone had like the disaster stories, coming from rock bottom, nothing, no money, no self-worth, and building huge empires of success. Tony Robbins, the biggest life coach in the world, the biggest real estate sales guy in the world, spoke. Pitbull, who obviously is a celebrity. So the moral of the story is that wealth isn't even the goal. It's like personal fulfillment is the goal. Loving yourself is more important than making money. And really believing in yourself and bringing yourself up out of your challenges, and that we all have challenges and that we all can do it. So every single person watching this video can do it. You can create success in your health and in your life. You can pull yourself up out of unimaginable tragic situations to build anything you want. So that's the motivation that I took away from this weekend. Great takeaways. So just wanted to share that. It was a great win, and thanks for being here on this documenting of our journey. And please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next one.